Snowflakes to the right of me, snowflakes to the left. So, internet world, I've come to realize that it's a losing battle. I do my best, but it's a losing battle. But I'm not going to stop. So on Caitlin Bennett, however she says her name, her channel, I think it's called Liberty Hangout. I've posted several times, multiple times, concerning the fact that Trump is not a conservative. Trump is opposed to the First Amendment, opposed to the Second Amendment, opposed to the Fourth Amendment. He's not pro-life. I can prove my points, but all people can do is call me names. Way to go. Call me a communist, yet you're the one supporting Trump, not me. Have you read Trump's Art of the Deal? In there, he makes it clear he's pro-abortion and anti-gun. And, my goodness, so if all people can do is call me names, but they can't bring up facts, I can bring up facts. What I'm going to do with this video is I'm going to provide a link to one of my somewhat recent videos, because in there I go through and I provide links to the information, and they're from conservative and libertarian sources. True conservatives do not support Trump. True libertarians do not support Trump. Yet you snowflakes, you have no ground to stand on, so you call people like me names. So people on the right are snowflakes, people on the left are snowflakes. The one thing I have found watching this Benet person's, or Bennett, whatever, I think it's properly Benet, is she's just a cheerleader for Trump. And I listen to what people say when she interviews them, I mean the pro-Trump people, and they don't sound any different than the leftists, which is what they are, of course. They're leftists. They say, oh, Trump's a nice guy, he's pro-life, he's pro-gun, yet they don't provide any facts to back those statements up. I can provide facts to back up what I say. Look in the description. There are links, and not in this video. There's a link in the description of this video of a previous video where I provide links, and there are more. I mean, there are a lot more out there. You know, just because Trump gets up on a stage and says something doesn't mean that's what he's doing. He's a politician. He's a Democrat. He went from the Democratic Party to the Reform Party to the Democratic Party to the Republican Party. He ran for president as a member of the Reform Party. Did you know that? I know that. But you don't seem to know it. By supporting the GOP, by supporting Trump, you're supporting abortion, you're supporting gun control, gun confiscation. I mean, Trump has Trump has said he wants red flag laws. He put into the ATF, the head of the ATF, the head of and his Attorney General, all three of those guys, Trump, Barr, and whoever the hell his ATF head is, have all three called for red flag laws. All three have praised states that have red flag laws, or have praised the red flag laws in those states. You go to legitimate gun channels on YouTube, and you know what they say and what I say are the same thing. You go to Gun Owners of America, Firearms Policy Coalition. I don't see Trump or the GOP doing a damn thing to enforce the First Amendment. I don't see them doing anything. Talk a little, poquito, itty bitty amount of talk, but that's it. I even saw a video where Trump said he would support controlling what people said, and you're still going to support him. You're still going to support a guy who wants to take your guns. You're still going to support a guy who doesn't think you have the right to freedom of speech. Today, what came out today, or at least I heard about it today, Trump is now wanting more background checks, whatever the hell that means, because anybody who knows, when you go to buy a gun from an FFL, Federal Firearms License, FFLD or whatever, Federal Firearms License dealer, somebody with an FFL, Federal Firearms License, there is a background check done. It's being done. So, now he's sounding more and more like the Democrat that he is. Now let me tell you about my political evolution. I was brought up in a Democratic Party home. When I was in college, I was a member of the Young Democrats, and rather active. Then the GOP tricked me with the Republican Revolution. They had the votes to stop abortion, to end baby killing, and they didn't do it. And I've talked about this before. I'm being very redundant in this video. Well, that's because there are snowflakes out there who call people names and get all upset and become violent when the truth is told, because they don't believe you. Their belief is more important than facts. That's why I now call people who support Trump snowflakes. Think about what you're supporting. Think about what you're going to support a year from now, 10 years from now. This country ain't going to be the same 10 years from now. Things are going to be horrible. Things are going down really, really fast. And the things that Trump is saying and doing, if Obama would have done them, there would have been a revolution. But now that your guy's doing it, it's okay. It's the good king, bad king scenario. Well, if you have a good king, you support the good king, right? Because the good king doesn't hurt you. He doesn't rob you blind. But you know what? That king's going to die eventually, or be deposed, or whatever. And then you're going to have a new king. Well, what about if that new king's not good? What about if that new king does overtax you and steals from you and harms you? So I don't think people on the right are any more intelligent than the people on the left, because they just talk, but they don't have facts to back anything up. I have facts. Again, go to the video. There are links. Again, they are conservative and libertarian links to what Trump has said and done. Not just said. I could care less what people say. I care about what they do. You call me a communist? But look what you're supporting. You're supporting gun control and abortion. Those are, and you're opposing free speech. Not me. I support free speech. I support the right to keep and bear arms. I support due process of law. But you guys aren't supporting those things. You guys are opposing those things. You bunch of snowflakes. So people who are supporting Trump are snowflakes. I'm not going to go into it, but I have a family member up in this neck of the woods who supports Trump. I've told this person here, and I've gone through point by point about Trump's gun control, and this person just says bullshit. Doesn't have any facts to challenge me with. So I'm sorry, even though I like him and respect him, he has become a freaking snowflake. But he deals with me. He doesn't cut me out of his life. I don't cut him out of my life. I don't cut people out of my life. But most snowflakes will cut people out of their lives when they are disagreed with, especially if the person they disagree with has facts. So maybe he's not a snowflake, but you guys out there, you're supporting this guy. You call me a commie, yet I'm the one supporting freedom of speech and the right to keep and bear arms and due process of law. I'm the one keeping up with what's going on. You're not. You just go by emotions. That's what you're doing. You're basing everything on emotions. Again, all you people had to do was look at Trump's record. And I don't see how in the world you could have supported him. He's a left winger. Like it or not, he's a left winger. Go to the description, click on the link to the other video, and you'll find a list. And again, I could have made a much, much longer list of things Trump has done that are evil, such as gun control and killing babies.